ఫార్ములా 4 రెండు కలిపి మనం ఈవెంట్ ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఫిబ్రవరిలో రేస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఫస్ట్ రేస్ ఢిల్లీలో ఇనాగ్రేట్ చేస్తున్నాం యాజ్ అ క్యాపిటల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. సెకండ్ రేస్ హైదరాబాద్, థర్డ్ రేస్ చెన్నై, ఫోర్త్ రేస్ కోయంబత్తూర్ అండ్ లాస్ట్ రేస్ అగైన్ క్లోజింగ్ రేస్ ఇస్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్. సో ఫార్ములా 3కి మనకు సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఫార్ములా 4కి సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి అంటే ఫార్ములా 1లో డ్రైవర్ అవ్వడానికి సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ కావాలి. సో ఇంతవరకు ఇండియాలో ఎప్పుడూ సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ FIA అప్రూవ్డ్ సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్తో రేసింగ్ జరగలేదు. సో ఇది ఇంటర్నేషనల్ లెవెల్ గ్రేడ్ 2 FIA అప్రూవ్డ్ రేసింగ్ లీగ్. సో ఇందులో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసి రేసెస్కి పాయింట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు దే విల్ బీ 1 స్టెప్ నియర్ టు ది ఫార్ములా 1 రేసింగ్. సో ఇండియాలో ఎంతవరకు అందరూ రేసింగ్ అంటే కాస్ట్లీ అఫేర్, డబ్బులు ఉండాలి, మనం దాంట్లో కెరీర్ చేసుకోలేము, సో రేసింగ్ అంటే ఒక ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ స్పోర్ట్ కాదు అనుకున్నారు. కానీ అన్ని స్పోర్ట్స్ కంటే ఎక్కువ ఫిజికల్ అండ్ మెంటల్ స్టెబిలిటీ రేసింగ్లో ఉండాలి. సో ఆ డబ్బులు ఉండాలి, మనం అఫోర్డ్ చేయలేము అనే దాన్ని దూరం చేయడానికే ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ అఫోర్డబుల్ స్పోర్ట్ అని చూపించడానికి మీ అండ్ అమిత్ హూ ఇస్ మై పార్ట్నర్ ఇన్ ద లీగ్, సో మే ఇద్దరము వీఆర్ మేకింగ్ ది టోటల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ టు క్రియేట్ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఫర్ ఆల్ ది టాలెంటెడ్ గైస్ అవుట్ దేర్. బికాస్ మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు ఇండియాలో ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ స్పీడ్ తోలుతారు. ఎవ్రీ వన్ హ్యావ్ ద టెక్నిక్స్ అండ్ టాలెంట్ విదౌట్ ఎనీ ప్రాక్టీస్, విదౌట్ ఎనీ కోర్స్. సో అందులో మేము లోకల్ కార్టింగ్ ఛాంపియన్షిప్స్ పెడుతున్నాము నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్. సో కార్టింగ్ ఛాంపియన్షిప్లో విన్ అయిన వాళ్ళకి వీల్ సెండ్ దెమ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ కార్టింగ్ ఛాంపియన్షిప్. అక్కడ విన్ అయిన వాళ్ళని కూడా ఇద్దరిని మేమే అర్మాన్ ఇబ్రాహిం ఇండియా ల్యాంబోగినీ డ్రైవర్, ఆదిత్య పటేల్ ఇండియా ఔడీ డ్రైవర్తో ట్రైన్ చేసి 1 year or 2 years ఆ తర్వాత ఫార్ములా 4 అండ్ ఫార్ములా 3లో వాళ్ళకి సీట్ ఇస్తాం కార్లో, అండ్ దే విల్ రేస్ ఫర్ అస్. సో వన్స్ దే గెట్ ది సూపర్ లైసెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ దే విల్ బి నియర్ 1 step నియర్ టు ది ఫార్ములా 1. సో 2 సీజన్స్లో 2 సార్లు ఇఫ్ దే గెట్ ద ఛాంపియన్షిప్ వాళ్ళకి పాయింట్స్ వచ్చాయి అంటే దే కెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ గో ఫర్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఫార్ములా 2 రేసింగ్. సో దిస్ వే వీఆర్ ఎంకరేజింగ్ ది టాలెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా అండ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు సీ పర్సనలీ అట్లీస్ట్ one Formula 1 driver from India who's very good, talented in Formula 1 and staying for a longer time in coming 3 or 4 years. And by the end of the league, my league aim okate towards the women empowerment. League end అయ్యేసరికి 9 yearsలో ఒక ఫీమేల్ రేసర్ని మేము రెడీ చేయాలి ఫార్ములా 1కి, సో దట్ వీ కెన్ షో దట్ గర్ల్స్ ఆర్ నో లెస్ దెన్ గైస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఈ సర్క్యూట్ సంబంధించి ఫస్ట్ టైం ఇండియాలో ఇట్లాంటివి చేస్తున్నాం. సో పీపుల్ విల్ నాట్ బి అవేర్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. సో ఈసారి మేము ఎంట్రీ ఫీజ్ ఇవేమీ పెట్టట్లేదు, వాక్ ఇన్ పెడుతున్నాం. బట్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఆల్ ద మెజర్స్ వేర్ పీపుల్ కెన్ స్టాండ్. సో ఐ థింక్ వ్యూవర్స్ విల్ బి లిమిటెడ్ because we are not organizing any tickets or anything. Everybody is welcome because we want people to see the sport. ఒకసారి చూసి అసలు వాళ్ళకి అర్థమవుతుంది స్పోర్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఎలా చేయాలి. సో దాట్ ఎంతోమంది ఉన్నారు రేసింగ్ ఇష్టం ఉంది. సో ఒకసారి చూస్తే వాళ్ళకి ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది, ఓకే మనం కూడా ఇది ఒక కెరియర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, మనకి ఇది ఒక ఆప్షన్ ఉంది అంటే. సో దే విల్ ట్రైవ్ ఆన్ దాట్. సో ఈ ఇయర్ 22 మార్చ్లో జరిగే రేస్కి వ్యూవర్షిప్ విల్ బి లెస్. 23 విల్ కమ్ అప్ విత్ ది హోల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Thank you.
Request you to kindly take your seats. Street circuit for Formula Regional Car Racing. Well, we have all had our share of adrenaline rush while we watch our favorite racers racing in the Formula car racing. But it's now time to experience the exhilarating event in our very own country. Well, in the motorsports industry, we are now reaching a milestone because we are bringing you to the fastest sports event in India. And to kickstart, this really is a big deal. Once again, everybody, we have the ladies on the stage. Can we have a huge round of applause as we are now kick-starting the event with auspicious lighting of the lamp. Can we have a huge round of applause? We are kick-starting this historic event in the city of Nizam, Hyderabad. How is this event going to progress? How is
when you see around the globe the maldistribution of wealth, when you see so few games and so many headlines, when you see the greed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have right here the man behind putting this whole event together, Mr. Akhilesh Reddy. Can we once again have a huge round of applause for him? Come on! is being created right here, right now. And moving on, I would now like to invite Mr. Krishna Reddy Garu on the stage. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Aditya and Mr. Arman. They are the joint managing directors of Racing Promotions Private Limited. Everybody, a huge round of applause. Mr. Gopi Garu. Can we have Mr. Gopi Garu on stage, please?
Trials or races can be traced back to well over 120 years ago. Truly, the heyday of Indian motorsports was in the 70s and 80s.
This our gathering.
Good evening, everybody. Getting me into a right path, and I feel really happy and blessed to have a family like this. So, I'll just get into the details of the event. So this is a great day for Indian motorsport, and I'm proud to make Hyderabad the center stage for this vision of ours. Our entire focus and ambition is focused in the development of motorsports and creating a platform for aspiring Indian racing drivers to earn FIA points to complete the highest level. I mean the Formula 1, which is the highest level. By investing in assets and infrastructure to help build the fundamentals of the sports in India, we are also making our intention clear to make motorsports more accessible and affordable across all segments. Because there's a misconception in Indians, especially they think that the motorsport is a costly affair. But our goal here is to make it more affordable and get out the great talent which is hidden in India. This will make India a hub for global motorsports, enabling an army of technicians, mechanics and engineers to have a career in the motorsports. The formats which we will talk about later will help you understand how we are empowering women, giving equal opportunities and making an entire ecosystem that is gender neutral, as much as the vision and ambition is to create the next F1 drivers for India. And my personal ambition to promote women racing drivers and have the first F1 woman driver from India. 80% see the motorsports as entertainment. But the idea is to legitimize the sports aspect of racing, where there is absolutely zero margin for error and the physical plus mental fitness levels are higher than most other sports, which is an important factor in us choosing to invest in motorsports. We will also show through multiple programs and education to the ministry why this requires greater recognition and support. FIA Super License Points affords us the unique opportunity to be the only sports league in India that is truly global in terms of creating world champions that can provide the propelled talent to compete at the highest level. Would like to welcome the honorable guests, Mr. Krishna Reddy Garu, PP Reddy Garu, and Gopi Garu for gracing this occasion. So through the multiple programs and education, we are trying to show that why this requires greater recognition and support. FIA Super License Points efforts as the unique opportunity to be the only sport in India that is truly global in terms of creating world champions. Without further ado, I would like to give you the opportunity of our esteemed guest to grace this occasion and being a new era in motorsports. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Mr. Akhilesh. Well, with promises to put our young and talented racers on the world map,
Good evening, friends, and my colleagues, friends also. Thanks for coming all the way on the Sunday. We are welcoming you. Just under 25 minutes. We are the MEA group, everyone knows South India. We brought so many new technologies in India, mainly electrical buses, then later manufacturing of offshore and onshore oil rigs, and so many other new technologies we brought into India. Then that time Akhil requested me, why can't we do something to the youngsters and public? We don't have the F3 race, F1 race. I don't know much about the races. I never seen also. This is the first time today I am seeing. Then he told me, Hyderabad is our place. We'll start local racing here. Then we requested KTR Garu and immediately responded in given clearance. Now, because of that, today we are here. Best of luck to entire team. Thanks. Thank you all. Thank you.
State of Telangana and the new Hyderabad street circuit. Home to almost 7 million residents, Hyderabad is famous for its excellent cuisine, monuments and temples, which include the Charminar and the Fort of Golconda. The 2.4-kilometre circuit winds its way through the streets of Lumbini Park alongside the Hussain Sagar Lake, with 8 challenging turns on a layout designed to promote close slipstreaming and overtaking. The first straight heading up towards turn 1 will be an area to look out for in particular, especially at the start of the race on lap 1, where the cars will be bunched close together going into this tight hairpin, which leads onto another straight and turns 2 and 3. This sequence is all about precision, brushing the curbs before heading underneath the National Highway 44 flyover. Turn 5 is the last major overtaking opportunity on the lap, so expect to see lots of late lunges and cutbacks here as the cars jostle for position heading to the final couple of corners, preparing for another lap. Let's go on board now in a Formula 3 car for a lap of the circuit. Shifting up through the gears and onto the 500-metre long pit straight to start the lap. Stay in the middle of the track for the heavy braking zone of turn 1, the tightest corner of the lap, taken at just 40 km per hour. Onto the 600-metre long back straight and the approach towards turn 2 and 3 with the lake on the left-hand side. Drivers will be reaching speeds of over 230 km per hour here before a quick dab of the brakes and across the curbs, losing as little speed as possible through the sequence. A short burst towards turn 4 and underneath the flyover, leading onto another long straight where a likely overtaking opportunity awaits at turn 5. The straight curves gently to the right, running parallel with the flyover, before the next heavy braking zone where drivers will have to position their car strategically to either attack or defend in a racing situation. Now only the final chicane remains, but this is one of the trickiest sections of the lap. Slingshot your way through turn 6 and 7, close to the wall through turn 8, and across the line to complete a lap of the Hyderabad street circuit.
Huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw is the first of its kind street circuit in India in our very own city of Hyderabad. Now that was, of course, quickly take a look at the video. the beauty right now. Super thrilled, super excited to be a part of this event. Formula 3 racing car is here in India, and very soon you will witness the exhilarating event. Wow. Well, I'm kind of speechless right now, but we have to move on, and I would now like to invite Mr. Arman Ibrahim and Mr. Aditya Patel to share the presentation with us. Now I'll once again request Mr. Arman Ibrahim and Mr. Aditya Patel to share the presentation with us.
Distinguished honorary guests, media, ladies and gentlemen, and the whole of the RPPL team. It's a pleasure to be here for this inauguration and launch of the FIA certified Formula Regional series, and Hyderabad is now going to be one of the first cities to conduct FIA certified championship race, which will go down in the books of Indian motorsport history. I'd like to congratulate everybody in Team RPPL and all the people from Hyderabad for working hard to put this together. The Regional Formula 3 Championship is going to do a lot of good for the Indian motorsport community, and we will definitely see this platform enable many Indian drivers to reach higher echelons, and in all probability have the next Formula 1 driver coming in from this championship and this series representing India. Thank you.
But even in India, motorsport has grown. Motorsport has already come a long way. We have 60 million dedicated viewers for the sport itself. Some recognizable household names. I'm sure you've all heard of people like Narek Karthikeyan, there's Karan Chandok, Gaurav Gill, our very own Arman Ibrahim standing next to me. So a lot of race drivers who are also now household names in India. In 2019, we, RPPL, we launched India's first racing league. Arman Ibrahim and myself, as the founders, we both are race car drivers, or should I say were race car drivers. Maybe one day we'll race again.
Still are.
But the first season was great. The pilot season was a huge success. We had great viewership. We were also broadcasted on Sony, Sony Live, Sony Television, and also had some great partners as well. MEIL being one of those partners. Some great racing teams, big brands on board. Just goes to show how much people love motorsport in the country. We were also recognized by the FIA. The president of the FIA, Jean Todt, put in a few kind words for us. Like Akhil said earlier, gender equality is a huge part of what we do. Men and women racing against each other, with each other as teams, so there's no segregation. And that's what made this really, really special. What next? Well, as racing promotions, we partnered with, of course, Akhilesh Reddy, who's now our chairman, and Navjeet Gadok of the Gadok Group. Together, as a strong force, we were able to take motorsport to a completely different level, bring the Formula Regional car to India, and not just the Formula Regional car, but also the Formula 4 car, as well as the Wolf car for the Indian Racing League. So we've structured it in a way that it makes it a lot more easier for youngsters to climb the motorsport ladder. Earlier, it was a little difficult for people to understand or know where they wanted to
For the next big thing in Indian motorsports.
Are you ready for the next big thing?
Come
I
on.
hear you. Are you ready?
Hyderabad, it's time. Mr. Irman, Mr. Aditya, Mr. Akhilesh, this is something fabulous that you guys are doing, putting our motorsports on the world map and giving equal chances to men and women in the industry of motorsports. Moving on quickly, it's now time to unveil the calendar. So for that, I would request Mr. Amarnath Garu to kindly step forward and launch the calendar. Mr. Amarnath Garu, please. A huge round of applause everyone for Mr. Amarnath Garu. I'll also request him to share a few words with our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to launch our calendar. A huge round of applause because this is going to be the schedule for next year for our championship, for a racing championship.
It's ready.
Woohoo! Everyone, a huge round of applause.
Guys, you can pull the covers off the cars, show everybody what those beautiful machines look like.
The champion racers of India, they are here and they are now unveiling the cars. Suit up because also everyone, we as I said are going to witness something that you haven't seen before live. Let me add that. It's time to see our racers racing through the streets of Hyderabad.